My diagnosis was ADD. It was something that I learned about myself actually later in life.
Everything was a shock. Everything kind of hit me all at once.
One of the barriers that I've had is driving very far from home.
I remember coming out of the curve, and then I remember waking up on the side of the road.
But the disability you see is not the only one that I've had challenges with.
When I broke my leg and was told that I was never able to work again, and then why I wasn't able to work again, and then the pain that was associated with everything was chaotic. So I had to find this inner way to not lose me spiritually, because I was losing everything else. I had my grandmother, and she nourished me with thought and food and the Bible. And she came to me one day and said, "What are you going to do?" And I said to her, "I don't know." And she said, "Yes, you do. You're going to work." She said, "Work the brain. Your body may be weak, but your brain is strong."
I tell you to work on agoraphobia every day, but that was too hard. It's because it's scary stuff. I couldn't handle scaring myself every day, and it didn't get me any better, any faster. I used to work on it one day a week, and I would go just so far. But I was determined I was going to be able to get my way around Albany. I didn't care what it took. I was going to be able to get my way around. But there wasn't anybody in the car with me saying, "You can go further, you can go further, and next week you should go. Why are you doing this in increments?" It took me 2 years to get from here to Albany, working on it a little bit at a time. And I actually ended up getting a job about 4 years after I started working on my agoraphobia. And I remember in the beginning thinking, "Oh my God, if my car breaks down, I'll be trapped. And I won't be able to go anywhere, and what if I have a panic attack?" And I said, if you don't work on it, that's trapped. That's trapped.
Part of my recovery is to try to be as positive as I can. So there may have been, at some points in my life, 5 detours, and maybe someone else might have said, "Let's pack this up and go home," but I'm just stubborn. I have a choice every day whether to get up and go outside and come to work or not. And with each choice we make, there's also the consequences that follow. And for me, every choice I've made, no matter how hard it is, had the prize at the end of the road.
It's such a wonderful thing if you can figure out how to do something that allows you to really enjoy your work. And what I'm able to do and what I have to do now that I have so much more awareness about what my needs are, is I have to step back all the time and say, how do I step back and keep my life simple? Because I have all these great ideas, and I just want to keep doing it. And that was the lesson that I learned for, my own self-accommodation is, that would be great. Someone else has to do it. That way I keep it more organized. And I'm still learning. It's a daily learning process of, how to put the brakes on when I need to put the brakes on, and how to say no. It's also learning how to say no to myself.
I drive lawnmower, I drive the four-wheeler, I drive the snowmobile. I got a snowmobile last year just to see if I could do it. I would like to do something. I like to organize, I like to do filing. I like to talk on the phone. If somebody is worse off than I am, I'd be more than glad to listen to them, help them as much as I can help them. I like to feel needed. I don't want to be the one that needs. I want to give.
creativity is part of me. If I didn't have creativity, I wouldn't have good mental health. I wouldn't be happy. And usually for me, like I'll be driving somewhere and I'll see something, I'll say, I gotta go back and take a picture of that.
What I learned when I was really ill is that I work around my sickness, not to let the sickness work me. I got past it mentally and spiritually to get the body working again. And once I got the body working again, I just kept it rolling and got ahead of it. And now that I'm ahead of it, I'm never letting the body get ahead of me again.
Stay focused. Think of something positive that you have in your life. Mine is my family and my kids. And as long as I've got them to focus on, I can continue there. And you just stay strong as you can and move on. Yeah, you have days that are off, but you pick up and you move on.
I wish for other people that, like the people that I work with that come in and looking for answers, that they find the answers within themselves and that they find a sense of peace about who they are, that they're not broken, they don't need to be fixed, they're people in their own right with abilities that deserve all the respect and dignity, and that they find their place in the world.
What I would like to share is that everybody, particularly women, believe in themselves and embrace whatever their abilities or disabilities are, because it's still part of your tapestry. And to have that, to embrace it and integrate it, it becomes an added strength.